If you legitimately want to get closer to God, start doing these 5 things. Adopting these habits will transform your relationship with Him. The first 2 habits are to pray and read your Bible every single day. It's through praying and reading the Bible that you're able to grow spiritually as well, because prayer changes you, makes you more like Christ, and also causes God to move in your life. Reading the Bible gives you discernment, teaches you how to serve and live for God, and helps you to have a mind more like Christ. Those 2 habits are the most important habits that you need to adopt if you want to get closer to God. The third habit that you should adopt is to consistently fellowship with other believers. Fellowship is important, and our walk with God is not meant to be alone. There's no such thing as a lone wolf Christian. Other believers will help you to serve and live for God. Other believers will encourage you and edify you in your faith. Other believers will challenge you and hold you accountable. Other believers can be examples to you and help disciple you too as well. And they can be people that will teach you and also help you in your times of need. Plus, if you want to get closer to God, one of the best things you can do is to be around like-minded people. If you want to get closer to God, find yourself a community, whether it's in person or online. The 4th habit that you should adopt is to die to yourself daily. You cannot consistently get into deeper relationship with God if you're living a life of unrepentant sin. If you actually want to get close to God and get into intimacy with Him and approach the holy and just God, you need to deny yourself, pick up your cross, and follow after Christ. You need to learn how to say no to sin. You need to learn how to say no to the world, and you need to know how to say no to the flesh too. And the 5th habit that you should adopt to get closer to God is to prioritize God and be consistent. If God isn't a priority in your life, it's going to be very difficult for you to get into a deep relationship with Him. And inconsistency kills your relationship with God. A lack of those 2 things is what commonly results in a lot of Christians not having good relationships with God. So I hope that this helped and that this was of use to you. If you want more content like this, just go and drop a sub or a follow. And if you want to hear more teachings from me that are outside of short form content, I want to recommend you join my Bible classes every single Thursday, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern on Google Meets.